breaking news from WBTW News 13.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for News 13 First Edition. I'm Annette Pegler. Well, breaking news right now at the top of the hour. The Georgetown County Sheriff's Office has made another arrest in the Pawleys Island Church investigation. Michael Anthony Fields has been charged or arrested on charges of unlawfully placing a child at risk or causing a child harm. Now, Fields served as the director of operation and mission and was responsible for the security of the entire campus and the safety of students at Pawleys Island Christian Academy. His bond hearing is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can count on us for further updates. And as the Pawleys Island community continues to come to terms with the situation at Pawleys Island Community Church, one local therapist is using her experience to help those impacted and heal from their trauma. News 13's Maddie Cottaspati has more on how this topic is being addressed by mental health professionals.
Since 2012, Kathy Redwine has been serving the Pawleys Island community as a licensed professional counselor and has seen firsthand the impact trauma can have, which led her to offer her help to the families of Pawleys Island Community Church. Redwine says she's worked with many children during her professional career who have been sexually abused or exploited. Working just a few minutes down the road from the church made the situation even more personal. And while the extent of the impact is unknown, Redwine says she worries for the children and their families who may not know just how to process what they might have experienced. Redwine says she recommends that parents looking to have that tough conversation with their kids should take it slow.
We need to make sure that we're creating a safe space for our children to explore their feelings about what may have happened, because so many times children are terrified that they're going to be in trouble if they were involved in something, especially if an adult has told that child, hey, this is our special friendship, okay? You keep it between us.
Tonight at 5:30, I'll have more from Redwine on the work she's doing within the Pawleys Island community to help facilitate these tough conversations. In Pawleys Island, Maddie Cottaspati, News 13.
Maddie, thank you. Well, now let's turn our attention to your local forecast. Chief Meteorologist Frank Johnson joins us now in the Weather Center. And Frank, what can we expect going into our evening?
Very nice weather will continue through the evening hours. We saw a lot of sunshine today, a few clouds. Haven't seen any rain. We have stayed dry today, and we will likely stay dry into the evening hours as well. Viper 13 real-time radar is clear across our area right now. We do have partly cloudy skies, but the chance for rain that came through last night, the cold front that pushed through, is offshore and to our south, and it's going to stay there for the next couple of days. That means our rain chances are going to be very low for the next few days. It is still pretty hot outside. We're in the upper 80s and low 90s, a few of us in the mid 90s, so that front didn't really cool us down at all, but it is going to be lowering our humidity as we head through the next couple of days. Our forecast for tonight, mainly clear skies, upper 60s and low 70s, and still pretty warm tomorrow, but it will be a little more comfortable tomorrow. I'll have a look at how long this nicer weather is going to last coming up.
Frank, thank you. New on First Edition, a suspect has been safely taken into custody after barricading himself inside of a home in the area near Causey Drive and Sugar Lake in North Myrtle Beach. Now, city officials say they got a call about the incident around 6:30 this morning. News 13's Gabby Jonas was on the scene since earlier this morning and has new details.
I got here around 10 a.m. this morning where I saw police fleeing in and out of the area that you see behind me to help assist with the barricade situation that took place further down the road. Police tell News 13 that Jason Davies was taken into custody without incident at around 12:30 this afternoon. Davies is charged with assault and battery stemming from a family-related incident. Horry County Police helped assist North Myrtle Beach. Those living in the area of Causey Drive say they saw SWAT teams earlier as they gathered belongings from their home before leaving. City officials say no guns were fired. Those visiting the beach on vacation recall what they saw earlier this morning.
We were at Starbucks and first saw a couple regular marked like police cars go, and then all of a sudden it was like a floodgate of unmarked like F-150s and other like SUVs, all, and it was like in a row, like probably 10-15 police cars all at once. So we were like, wow, something's really going on.
Now, at this time, city officials cannot confirm if anyone was hurt during this incident. And coming up at 5 here from a business owner across the street about his concerns about what happened early this morning. Reporting in North Myrtle Beach, Gabby Jonas, News 13.
Gabby, thank you. The late Senator Lindsey Graham laid to rest today, a little more than 2 weeks after his unexpected death. Thousands gathered at the State House to honor his life and legacy. Brooke Schaefer has more from Columbia.
Today marked the final stop for the late senator. The procession started right here on the steps of the state Capitol building. Graham's casket was then rolled from the Capitol steps down Main Street to First Baptist Church of South Carolina for a public funeral service. His family and friends were in attendance, including his sister, now Senator Darlene Graham. South Carolina's Governor Henry McMaster reflected on Graham's life and legacy.
We meet in sadness over the loss of one of South Carolina's greatest sons, but also to celebrate this poor boy from a little town in South Carolina, as he called himself, to celebrate what he accomplished through grit, determination, character for his state, his country, and the world. His impact was enormous, and I'm confident, as are you, that there will never be another Lindsey Graham.
Today was Graham's last visit to the South Carolina State House. He served the people of this state for over 30 years, from the state legislature to the United States Congress as a congressman and, most notably, a senator for more than 23 of those years. People lined the streets of Columbia to pay their respects as Graham's casket was carried by horse by members of the South Carolina State Guard. We talked to several people about how they want Graham to be remembered.
For his endurance, for his heart, for his determination to get the right things done and do whatever it took to do it.
Senator Graham loved our country, but more so loved our state, loved the people of the state.
It's a loss, no matter what politics, this is the loss of a family member, and so he's home, and I think that's just, it's a wonderful way to be remembered, and it's a good ending to a life well lived.
After 2 days of funeral services, Lindsey Graham will ultimately be laid to rest about 2 hours from here in his hometown of Pickens, South Carolina. In Columbia, Brooke Schaefer, News Nation.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And traffic not too bad right now on 501 between CCU and Carolina Forest. Just the occasional slowdown at the traffic lights. No problems right now on 544. Drive times along the Grand Strand on 501 from Carolina Forest to CCU. That'll take 8 minutes. 17 in both directions along the Grand Strand, moving a little bit slower than normal. Florence area looking okay. No problems in town right now. No issues on I-95. Currently on 95 from TV Road to 76. That'll take 9 minutes. Palmetto from 5 Points to Irby Street will take 5 minutes. And 52 from Palmetto to I-95 will take 8 minutes.
Frank, thank you. Well, beach renourishment along the Grand Strand has officially entered its final phase. Work began on renourishment back in December and is expected to wrap up near the Georgetown County line at the end of August. Crews are currently working just south of the Garden City Pier to build up the beaches and to protect our shoreline. News 13's Morgan Baker got to speak with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and she'll have much more on how this process really works and why it's so important coming up on your news at 5:30. Well, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation announcing today the formation of the Border Belt Drug Task Force, a partnership aimed at disrupting drug trafficking along the I-95 corridor of the state. The task force brings together the Robeson County Sheriff's Office, the Columbus County Sheriff's Office, the Bladen County Sheriff's Office, District Attorneys John David and Matt Scott, and the SBI. The agencies will share intelligence, coordinate investigations, and pull resources across county lines to target drug trafficking operations in the Border Belt region.
Really overwhelmed and shocked at the amount of drugs that are there right now in their communities. They just didn't realize that they knew there were, sort of one-on-one drug deals, but the amount of drugs coming through and out of their counties has been just amazing.
And coming up on your news at 5, we'll hear from the Robeson County Sheriff on why he believes this task force is so important. Well, students in Florence One schools went back to school today. The Florence County Sheriff's Office wants to remind the public that school buses will be rolling, school speed zone lights will be flashing, and deputies will be out to enforce the laws designed to keep children safe as they travel to and from school. Drivers can now expect to encounter a much higher volume of traffic and possible delays in the hours before and after school, and try to leave home a little earlier. Be patient and allow a little more time than usual until normal school traffic volume returns.
And nice weather building in as we head through the next couple of days. I'll let you know if our sunshine will continue into the weekend coming up.